try to get on the table as many visibility options and marketing strategies that you can to have a successful brand.
Hello, I'm your host, John Cavendish, and welcome to the Amazon Strategist Show, the show that's no hacks, no silver bullets, and no magic pills, just real practical strategies to grow your Amazon business. Today, I am joined by none other than my friend, Marcel from IntelliRANK. Marcel is the most famous Romanian entrepreneur that I know and CEO of IntelliRANK, possessing over 2 decades of experience in IT before going into e-commerce, digital marketing, and Amazon selling. Marcel has helped thousands of Amazon sellers achieve successful product launches, improve rankings, and is an all-round great guy. So, Marky, welcome to the Amazon Strategist Show.
John, thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here. And yeah, hello everyone. Happy to be here and share some thoughts. I like very much the idea of no bullets, no silver bullets, no magic pills. That doesn't exist actually. It's a business. We're here to actually learn and discover ourselves through the business, because sometimes it's all about what you do when the going gets tough. It's like that song, because when everything goes straight to the point, everyone is chill and you don't know what to do. So John, thank you. Eager to share.
Oh, thank you. When the going gets tough, was that Ronan Keating? No, it wasn't Ronan Keating. Who sang that song? Did you get to Romania 1999, 2025?
It's my early days, definitely.
Just got to Romania. That would be a very stereotypical thing to say.
What I remember from my young childhood. So
me too. All right, awesome. So what everybody who's listening does not understand or know is that we already recorded this episode a week ago. And there was some kind of error with Riverside, our recording software, and there was just you and our production manager on the recording, and me didn't get recorded somehow in a 3-way recording. So thanks so much for re-recording this, and we've already practiced once, so this is going to be the best episode in the history of the universe. So let's start it. IntelliRANK. A lot of people, well, everybody who sells on Amazon would love the secret sauce to being able to rank their product more quickly, more cheaply, better, and I assume out of those 3 things, usually you can have 2 of them and not 3, between cheap, quick, and good. Something they say in sales.
I don't know, depends.
Oh, maybe. All right. What's the cheap, quick, and good way to launch your products?
Well, with Amazon, definitely it's not cheap. I can get that out of the picture because, having a business usually involves capital. Without capital, it's hard to scale, hard to test, hard to discover, hard to rank, hard to get that spotlight and branding that everyone is chasing. I've been in the Amazon world since 2017, and if I can go back a bit in time, when I started, I thought that things are going to be very, very good for me. I'm going to get rich fast. The business will boom very fast. And guess what? It happened that I just failed with the first product, and I failed in a big amount of money because I put there all my savings along with my business partner back then, and things just didn't work out, even though I tried everything that I knew back then. And I am technical, I'm looking into things, but I was just at the beginning. So it's a matter of if something that I can relate to is the fact that the older you get in a business, the more good decisions you are inclining to do, actually, to get and to obtain. But the end of the road, that would be when you exit the business, is what everyone is chasing. So it's a matter of being consistently persistent about what you do, and I totally relate to this. Always look at what you're doing, what you can do better, what you can improve, and learn from your mistakes. Mine, I'm troubleshooting. I was troubleshooting since 1997. That's when the internet was still warm, so to speak. So it just started. We were using the dial-ups, and back then I was in charge of the high school internet network. We had a server, we had computers. So I was also learning my ways through Linux and all the cool stuff back then. But there we go. Fast forward to today. I am the CEO of IntelliRANK and helping others obtain a better and faster success, I'd say, just through my expertise and through my experience in the field. Now, at IntelliRANK, we have so far, since 2019, this is when IntelliRANK was born, We have serviced more than 4,000 products, not sellers, but products. We have launched and ranked over 4,000 products, which gave us a little bit of idea on what to do and what not to do in the process. Still, it's not a silver bullet, it's not a magic pill. It's a matter of being consistent, persistent, and aiming for the top. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, 4,000 products is a lot. So maybe we can break down a little bit from start to finish, like what you see as the steps for launching a product in 2024, coming into 2025. Let's assume that we have a product.
Yeah, assuming you have a product and you start by listing it on the Amazon Marketplace. This means that, first of all, you have to invest in a professional listing. The keywords that you put and the actual wording and the actual text that you put in your listing, this is what will get you indexed. This is the stepping stone of Amazon, because you want to be indexed and correlated to the right category. So you do not jump categories. This is something that sometimes is happening. Your product is in one category and after some while you realize that nobody changed anything except for that guy everyone knows. I'm assuming that, everyone knows Jeff Bezos. So he's moving the products from one category to another. So yeah, that's one very important factor to have a very good listing in terms of text. Photos, imagine that, and do not imagine it. People buy with their eyes. So the photos should be very relevant. And yeah, we do not do that for IntelliRANK. We cannot help with the photos, but we definitely have partners, and John has partners that can do that potentially. So invest in the photos, because that will bring the sales. While the indexing itself will help you get displayed and shown up on the right keywords and within the right context of Amazon searches. Then the photos will do the magic trick. If you ask me, this is my humble opinion. They will actually deliver the sale along with the pricing and reviews. Next, and this is a golden nugget, I'm a huge fan of variations. Whenever you're launching a product, think variations. Think what type of variations you can add to the product, not necessarily for the long run, but what's working right now for the sole purpose of just enrolling into Vine and getting the reviews. We need help with reviews at the beginning. Everyone needs help. So at the moment, the TOS compliant way to do it is Vine. Now, while that is on the table, putting variations into Vine is a little bit of a trick. I will say that. So right now, you can do it. Amazon doesn't disallow it, so to speak. It will not do anything about it as of now, but it's still not the right way forward. So use it at your own risk, so to speak. This is what we do on our brands, and we have tested it so far, and it's working. We are launching variations as separate ASINs. We are enrolling each ASIN into Vine, and this way we are accumulating the reviews from all the variations. Let's assume 4 variations, color variations, as simple as it is. And getting variations on each of the ASINs will just help us boost the product into the future in terms of review count, which is very important in some niches.
Okay,
now,
quick question on that. So
yeah.
with Vine currently, how many reviews can you get from Vine per new ASIN?
Great question. So with each product, you can get up to 30 reviews with Vine. So up to depends on the product that you have, depends on the product that you're selling, the pricing point. There are some technicalities behind it, but up to 30 you can get. So imagine if you have let's say 4 variations, you can get up to 120 reviews, which, if you ask me, a 3-digit review count after 1.5 months of launching is very important and very powerful. Now, in terms of when to actually benefit from these reviews, be patient. Play the long game and do not combine them under the same parent until the Vine campaigns get concluded. So check there in the Vine, in the menu, make sure that the status of all the variations, the status of all the ASINs that you've enrolled into Vine is under concluded. That's the time when you can actually put them under the same parent. The downside of this, and some people have done it, is not the downside, but the bad approach of things is to list 4 ASINs, enroll them into Vine, immediately add them under the same parent and play with them this way. It's not a good way forward because Amazon might flag you for that. I've heard some rumors.
Cool. And if it's not a product that leads itself to color variations, can you do like multi-packs? What other ways can you do different variations?
So yeah, unit count depends if that's something you can put bundles. Yes, unit in terms of how many you add in a variation, like 2, 3 pack, whatever. Also, I'm thinking like versions. So that's a tricky one. If you do not have like a good variation that you can apply to your product, you can say version 2, improved version. Nobody will know what you've improved, but still, yeah, it's, I don't know, worth to
New
look
packaging.
into. Yeah. Yeah, different packaging, and there you go. It's a different product. So according to Amazon, you just put a new SKU, FN SKU code on it, and that's it. Yeah, but yeah, there are different tactics here, and one of the tactics is to actually. I'm talking about the reviews over a long time because this is actually a controversial subject, and it's important to leverage it as best as you can in the business. Now, yeah, if you're looking at this part and you want to actually leverage the reviews count on your product, this is how you do it. Now, you can leave the variations there with the product, or what we call it, and I like this approach. You can create a variation graveyard. You just have your main product and all the other variations. Let them die. When they're dead, you're not restock them for the future, but they will still fuel with the review count your main product, which is very powerful in the industry. Yeah, or you just refuel them with new units and restock them, and at the end of the day you push the pedal to the metal. Yeah, so this is one way of getting fast reviews. Now that you have reviews, this is the hardest part of the Amazon business, is to actually sell and actually get your product in front of those customers that are interested in the product that you're selling, of course. Now, there are different ways to get the spotlight. One of them, everyone is doing it and everyone knows it, is the pay-per-click ads. So you have to pay for every click that you get for being on the top there or displayed somewhere in the search results for categories, products, keywords, whatever you're targeting. One tip here that we've noticed is that videos are the key. So try to push videos through PPC. Those are converting very, very well. So that's very powerful on our side, for example. Always try to engage that and diversify your PPC strategy. Try to get as much exposure as possible. And people apparently like videos. I wouldn't have thought about it. So yeah. Still, yeah, people are always into that. TikTok is the best example here because yeah, the tool and the platform that's killing our children's attention span is also what's driving sales if you leverage it in the right direction. So videos and good videos just to capture the attention of the customers. That's one thing. The other thing that we can definitely relate to is social media. Social media is a good source for content, first of all, but especially for branding. Sales are also in the process, but do not look at social media unless I'm talking about organic social media, unless you actually have a huge following. So you need followers, you need to grow your social media presence. Paid ads on social media is a must. That's definitely on the table to look into. Get visibility, brand awareness, and content. We have a strategy. We have a micro-influencer program where we seek the people within your niche. So for example, if you're selling yoga equipment, you're selling a yoga mat, let's assume this is your product. We are looking for yoga practitioners, and we'll find the right people. We'll send them a free product and we'll ask them to post in front of their community, a small community, but authentic community, featuring the product, and also create some content for us, photos and videos. Now, how will that benefit us? That's the great question here. Whenever that small influencer, the micro-influencer will post, first of all, we're targeting people with 1,000 to, I'd say, 30,000 followers, which are on the authentic part, because that's more curated and more realistic. You can work with, of course, with celebrities, millions of followers and stuff, but we haven't seen a lot of good traction on that, especially, they post once, they present your product now, maybe they post other things and then they present another product. So that audience is not, let's say, the best one to sell to, rather than the audience of a yoga practitioner, because usually yoga practitioners or coaches, teachers, whatever they're doing there, they're teaching yoga. They're also having students or friends that are doing the same thing that they're doing. So basically, This is what we're targeting here is in Maslow's pyramid, the need of belonging. Usually people are following and are followed by people that are doing the same thing. So it's a psychological approach to get your product visible on social media, get some good content, authentic content. You can leverage, of course, with permission from the creators, on social media first, also on Amazon posts. That's the social media of Amazon. The Amazon posts are in beta, are free for now. You can post and get the most out of it by just being consistent and waiting for that viral launch, that viral post that will bring you a lot of visibility on Amazon. And at the end of the day, why not use it on your listing, on your A plus content, sorry. And or do some A/B testing. I was about to also include that, to use different type of content in A/B testing, which is very powerful on Amazon.
Awesome. So quick question on influencers. How do you decide which influencers, and how would a person find them for themselves when they're looking for these type of influencers?
That's also a great question. Thank you, John. So in terms of going into the social media, we are targeting Instagram. That's the easiest platform to have like a direct communication with or interaction with the influencers. First, you have to do a hashtag research, which is pretty much like a keyword research that you have on Amazon, but follow the hashtags and see the people that are targeting those hashtags. Next, you have to open that person's profile, so it's quite of a elaborate work to look through the details and see if that person is actually a good fit for your product, for your brand. The type of content they're posting, the wording they're using, maybe the comments they're getting. So it's all authenticity that we're looking for. And last but not least, try to get in touch with that person. This would imply maybe commenting on their posts, or DMing them, also trying to message them in the process. But usually DMs end up in not in the primary folder of the communication, potentially in spam or So try to reach out to that person and offer them one free product, and ask them in return just to post in front of their audience. And that's a conversation starter. And try to engage them into being part of your tribe. Now, this is very powerful because you do not want to go to people and say, "Hey, I'll give you a free product, just post it," and that's it. Yeah. Try to put it in a nice packaging, in a nice giftable packaging, and engage them into becoming a brand ambassador, to being part of their tribe, of the persons that are actually promoting your brand. And that will make them feel special. That will empower them. That will give them the tools and let's say the motivation they need in order to actually go ahead and just put the best effort into creating a video or some photos with your product in action. Which is, sometimes you get amazed by what the people are created, having the motivation and that driven mentality when it comes to using a product. So we've seen some very, I'd say, amazing creations out there. But this is a process. It takes time. You can do it definitely on your own. It's not rocket science. We're not reinventing the wheel here. Or you can reach out to us. We can ease up things on your side, like give you more time to handle other things, and we'll do the heavy lifting. Actually, my team will do the heavy lifting for you in this area.
Oh, I love it. And I think it's big using service providers for stuff like this is important sometimes, because all of us say we're going to do this. And then a month passes, 3 months passes, and it still doesn't happen. So I'd encourage anyone who's listening who's thought about doing this and still hasn't done it to at least reach out to IntelliRANK and see what they charge. Because at least one way of using providers is to get stuff done that's been on your plate for a long time.
Yeah. And also, if you're talking about branding, you want to be present on the social media and people to see it. That creates trust and creates authenticity for your brand. And any brand out there, and I'm talking about brands, not about people that sell pretty much everything. I'm okay with them if they're selling from every category under the same brand. That's a good idea. But I'm a fan of branding. Like I was talking about the yoga mats. Staying within the yoga category and creating a brand for yoga practitioners, that's very powerful, if you ask me, because people will just know, hey, I need a yoga equipment, where do I go to? That brand, XYZ. So and The third way of, I mentioned PPC, I mentioned social media as a way of getting visibility and traffic and potentially sales. Why not? That's what we're looking for, actually. Yeah. Last but not least, we also have a service which is actually a product testing, market research that we're conducting for Amazon sellers. What that means is actually we'll find people to give your product a try and answer a set of questions in form of a survey. Now, those survey results will get back to you, and it's very good information and very powerful information. But what's happening in the process is that those people actually need to get your product and test it. And that's when the magic happens, because through our program, we are structuring it and creating in such a way so we are also boosting your product's visibility, sales velocity, and momentum on the Amazon platform. So it's a matter of a structured approach to get your product in the spotlight on the Amazon platform, while also generating and getting big data information about your product in the process. Now, this is not reviews. It's a no to reviews from our side. We're not associated, or we do not incentivize reviews in any way, but it's a powerful approach to get the spotlight and the organic ranking that your product well deserves on the most important keywords that you're targeting. So yeah, there we go. 3 approaches for product success. It's always a continual process. Yeah,
I love it. Thank you for sharing. And
sure.
it used to be that everyone used to use super URLs, as everybody used to call them, and then get people to purchase through that. Does that still work on the Amazon? Or is that now against TOS? How does that work now?
Oh, that's a great question. So what's against TOS is the search, find, buy. So that's not something we are having on the table. But yeah, we do use some smart URLs, we would call them, super smart, whatever is the term. But yeah, some way you need to get the people to your store and to your product in order for them to buy it, to purchase it, and also give their feedback by completing our survey. So yes, we are using that kind of approach. Actually, I don't see, I was brainstorming back in the days, I do not see any way for you to tell someone to purchase a product without breaking Amazon's rules. You cannot, actually, literally. If you give them a step-by-step instruction, go to Amazon, search for this keyword, my brand could be, or whatever, and find my product and try it out, that's against TOS. So it's a matter of perspective, if you will. But still, this is working. This is something we are doing on a daily basis, and the results are speaking for themselves. We are getting products at the top and within the spotlight on the Amazon platform, which is very powerful.
Yeah, I love it. So I mean, those 3 ways. So PPC, the most expensive way, influencer marketing, actually reaching out and building a community, actually building a brand on social media, and product testing. I mean, with that, can you share some of the results that your clients have got recently through this kind of approach, and what they used each one for, maybe?
All right. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, PPC is there to stay. So in terms of PPC, you definitely want to have it. It's not like you turn it off. Maybe in the, let's say, the supplements area where the click get really expensive, that can be something that you can consider to have or not have. But I'd say in most of our categories, PPC is a must. In terms of success, yeah, definitely it's a long-term process. It's not an overnight, except that, we can definitely do, for example, a PPC audit and identify if we can leverage that area. So there's something that we can look to see if you're doing everything that you can on PPC, if you're targeting the right keywords, the right categories, the right products. If you know your competitors, of course you know them, but yeah, if you're targeting them the right way. And we can definitely look into that. Now, in terms of success stories, we are constantly helping and building momentum and sales velocity through PPC for different brands. The key factor of it is our approach. We are not using any AI at the moment, at least. So everything is being done by the human mind. So the people in our team are actually, and we are having meetings to consult over strategies and over what can be done with each and every client that we're servicing. And this is very powerful, in my opinion, because it's bringing more of a human approach to things. I'm not saying AI is bad. I'm just saying that we are not using it. So as of now, the whole idea behind it is, having different strategies in place and trying to get your product where it needs to be in order to have a good return on investment and a good ACOS, if you will, over the entire strategy. Now, in terms of branding and social media, that's very powerful because, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes people create the craziest videos. You have a product and you think you know what the product does, but you get a crazy micro-influencer, and I say crazy in a good way, that's using that product for the same purpose, but in a way that you have never thought of. And that's creating a lot of aha moments, if you will, on social media, and people are getting very, very, intrigued by the way that product is solving the same problem, but different approach. So it's a matter of perspectives that you get sometimes from this kind of people. And it's very powerful because we get the key factor, and that's authenticity. I'm a big fan of trying to be authentic and presenting everything in an authentic way. Yes, we do have AI in the process. We can use some generated images, depends on the product that you have. We can also, leverage the backgrounds. We can change the backgrounds, put your product on the beach, in the mountainside, whatever. That's also part of the process. But when a micro-influencer and when actually someone is using your product, that's very, very powerful. Also with Amazon posts, they are usually looking for the product in action photos. So it's very powerful to have this kind of content and leverage it within your marketing efforts. And when we're talking about the product testing market research, that's very powerful. First of all, with product launches, we've had a few clients that had some problems with the product and helped them just not get into the danger zone and getting their account suspended for a huge amount of returns because of a bad product. So having a bad lot sometimes can lead to a lot of problems and a lot of returns with Amazon, which leads to suspension and a lot of bad things that it's good actually, because you have to go and work with John to solve them. So there we go. That's that's another way of looking.
Well, I would be happy if people never came because their business is going very well. Obviously, I would be in a different business at that point, but
Exactly.
but still, I'd be in a different business that would be absolutely fine. But I totally agree there.
So at the end of the day, things happen, but it's important if you have some tools to prevent some things from happening, and the product testing is a good tool to have, especially at product launches, just to get the first impressions, get the first momentum for the product. And I do have a saying, it's no day without sales. So whatever you do, try to get sales through the entire life cycle of a product, especially at the beginning when sales are very slow. You try to get sales through PPC, but you don't have reviews. Maybe you don't have a good price point. Maybe you don't have a lot. So it's important to get sales. That's the key factor. So
insight there, we're gonna cut that, and that will be your number one insight from this podcast, Marky. Sales are essential to an
Awesome.
Amazon business. No, I love it though. It's good. But I like what you're saying there about making sure the sales on the first few days, even if they are highly unprofitable and you're still figuring things out, you want to still be making sales, because that shows that the product has got legs and it's going to be successful to the Amazon algorithm.
Yeah, that's if you ask me, that's the only language that Amazon is talking. It's about sales. They want products that sell. They want happy customers. And of course, it's also the Amazon seller somewhere in the hierarchy that, hey, you're making some money.
I suppose that's okay.
Still, first is, yeah. And if you're not making sales, Amazon will find someone that product that's actually selling. So we're back at square one. Yeah, more sales, more happy customers.
Love it.
Period.
Awesome. Thank you. So we arrived at the part of the show where we have a controversial take. So this is the part where we ask you what your most debatable or controversial opinion related to Amazon or the e-commerce industry is or may be. Do you have something to share with us?
Well, the most controversial idea would be to actually look at all the tools that you can leverage and you can use within your Amazon journey. So that being PPC, some people are just stuck to PPC, that's one bit of the problem, but not the only one. Also leveraging social media, leveraging also product testing. And last but not least, there's one more bit I want to talk about is customer loyalty. You have to make sure that people are starting from PPC, they're spending a lot of money getting that one sale, and then they're just chasing another sale, and that customer is forgotten. But strategies for getting loyalty, for expanding the lifetime value of a customer, for working on your brand and also getting people close to your brand, that's also part of the process. So I rarely see people that are leveraging all of them. I guess that would be the number one thing that I focus on, if you ask me. Try to get on the table as many visibility options and marketing strategies that you can to have a successful brand. That would be controversial a bit, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. And actually, it reminds me, we had Chad Rubin on the podcast last week, and his new software, Prophecy. Have you seen it? What they actually do?
No, I know Chad, but I haven't tested the software yet. No, not yet.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's about pricing testing, like pricing testing for private, for brand owners and private label products. I think that's, it's something that AI allows that we could never do before, which is to actually monitor your competition of what is relevant and then alter your pricing based on competitor pricing and how much stock they have and things we couldn't do before ChatGPT. So I feel like, that's another thing that we should be all testing as sellers, because
that's another thing.
If you're doing volume, he's got some good examples on there. I think one of Mina's products, which they increased the price by $10, and it was doing multiple units a day. So just huge amounts of money, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's huge. And also some people are afraid of increasing the price. If you're talking about a quality product, don't be afraid, because we've seen this a couple of times in the journey of our, let's say, own brands, not on our clients. Increasing the product price, it's also has kept us with the same amount of sales, but the profitability modified. So it's just a matter of trying out. Sometimes it's seasons like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Prime Days, December sales, something like that is also a good thing to try out. Maybe some different pricing strategies. And Chad is definitely there too. He's a guru in a lot of AI techniques. So I would definitely give a test to his software there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. They got a free trial. Okay, thank you so much, Marcel. If people want to talk to you, find you, learn more, what's the best way to do it?
I'm available on all social media. On LinkedIn, I'm most active. So yeah, LinkedIn, Marcel Morculescu, social media. Yeah, it's a matter of finding. Also, our website is IntelliRANK.info. It's not .com. It's .info. And for different inquiries or whatsoever questions you may have, it's office@IntelliRANK.info. The team is there to answer and support everyone's questions. So don't be shy here.
Cool, thank you. And yes, if you're listening and you either want somebody to support with product testing or start building out your socials in a way that you actually wish you should have been doing since you started your brand, then I would reach out to IntelliRANK, because I know that a lot of people talk to me about that and wish their socials were better and wish they had more brand ambassadors. So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for this, John, and looking forward to seeing you soon.